7:38 local time. You're in the cockpit of an F divided by a -18E Super Hornet, cruising over the Persian Gulf. Calm water below. Sunrise just starting to burn through the haze. Then the E-2D Hawkeye cuts in. Contacts. Low. Slow. Heading straight for the fleet. You roll the jet. Hard left. Your wingman slides with you. 2 jets between whatever that is, and a US carrier strike group sitting out there like a $13 billion target. Then you see them. Shahed drones. Dozens of them. They're lifting off a ship sitting inside Bandar Abbas harbor, something that looks like a carrier if you squint, but really it's a hacked-up cargo vessel. Flat deck. Launch rails. Iranian ingenuity, or desperation. Depends how you look at it. Either way, it's real. And it's launching drones one by one. Here's the problem. Those Shaheds. They're cheap. Dirt cheap. Think lawnmower engine, plywood wings, and just enough explosives to wreck something important. Your Sidewinder missile. About $400,000 a shot. Do the math. Yeah. That's the game they're playing. You lock the first drone on FLIR, forward-looking infrared. It shows up as a faint smudge. Barely warmer than the ocean. You wait for tone. Nothing solid. The seeker's struggling. The water's warm. The drone's barely hotter than the background. It's like trying to pick out a cigarette lighter in the middle of a bonfire. You adjust angle. Try to get sky behind it. There. Tone. Weak, but there. You squeeze. Lock brakes. Gone. You try again. Same story. That drone is 10 minutes from the destroyer screen, the outer wall protecting the carrier, and your best missile can't even tell it apart from the sea. So now you've got one option left. The gun. Which means diving. Straight down. Toward Bandar Abbas. Toward every Zu-23 anti-aircraft gun bolted to that harbor. You roll inverted. Nose drops. 8,000 feet. 6. 4. Now the shoreline fills your canopy. Cranes. Buildings. And yeah, gun positions. You can see them now. They see you too. Down on the harbor wall, an Iranian gunner tracks you through an optical sight. No radar. No fancy system. Just a guy, a trigger, and a lot of 23mm rounds. You're coming straight at him. And a jet flying straight is a jet that's easy to hit. 3,000 feet. You line up the drone. Gun harmonization set at 1,000 feet, so right now your rounds will hit low unless you aim high. You correct. 1 mile. Half-second burst. The M61 Vulcan spits 20mm rounds like a chainsaw. The drone disintegrates. Wing gone. Done. You pull up. And fly straight through a wall of tracers. They look slow from altitude. They're not. Something cracks against your left intake. You feel it. Engine instruments, still green. Lucky. This time. Your wingman's doing better with missiles, better angles, cooler background. He splashes too. But every time you climb back up, more drones. The ship's launching them every minute. Like a pitching machine. And you're running out of ammo. You check your rails. 2 AIM-9X Sidewinders left. Your wingman's got 3. 5 shots total. Against a ship that can launch faster than you can kill. And every pass into that gun envelope, it's a coin toss. Then you see something else. On that ship, 8 anti-ship cruise missiles. Chinese C-802s. If those go active, different fight entirely. Now you're not swatting drones. You're trying to stop a destroyer from getting blown in half. And here's where it gets ugly. Each of you is carrying one AGM-158C LRASM. Long-range anti-ship missile. That's your ace. But you've only got 2 jets. And 2 problems. Drones, and the launch ship. You can't do both at once. So you split. Lead goes north. Toward the ship. Wingman stays south. Alone. With 2 missiles and a gun. Inside the Iranian ship, the carrier, if you want to call it that, the captain sees the split. He gets it instantly. 1 jet coming for him. 1 jet stuck chasing drones. Perfect. As long as those drones keep the CAP busy, his C-802s have a clear shot. But there's a catch. To fire those missiles, he has to turn on targeting radar. And the second he does that, every US sensor in the Gulf knows exactly where he is. It's like lighting a flare in a dark room. You'd better make it count. Back in the air, the lead starts descending. LRASM needs him lower. Around 16,000 feet for a clean launch. But here's the problem. The ship's got short-range SAMs, MORAP systems. They can reach him at about 17,000. So there's this tiny slice of airspace where he can fire. And they can kill him. At the same time. 25,000 feet. Radar warning receiver flickers. They're searching. Not locked yet. Meanwhile, the wingman. He's back in the gun envelope. Again. Fuel's dropping. Missiles are almost gone. And those ZU-23 crews. They're getting better. They're leading him now. Not chasing. Then everything almost goes sideways. Hawkeye calls a new contact. Fast mover. Supersonic. No IFF. No friendly code. Could be a MiG-29. Could be a friendly jet with a broken transponder. You don't know. And if you guess wrong, you either die, or you shoot down your own guy and end up on CNN. The lead locks it up. No evasive maneuvering. No jamming. That's weird. An Iranian pilot would be pulling GS right now. This guy isn't. That's not normal. Then Hawkeye cross-checks. A damaged F/A-18 from VFA 41 diverted earlier. Heading south. Transponder probably dead. That's your guy. At 15 miles, Fleur confirms it. Twin tails. Hornet. Friendly. You break lock. And just like that, you've burned fuel, lost time, and punched a hole in your defense. 3 drones slip through. Wingman reacts. 1 Sidewinder left. He fires. Splash. Now he's Winchester. No missiles. Just the gun. He dives again. ZU-23s open up. This time they bracket him. Not behind. Ahead. A wall of steel between him and the drone. He flies straight through it. Holds the trigger. Kills the drone. Takes a hit in the fuselage. Hydraulics drop. Controls feel off. Still flyable. Barely. Back north, the lead finally hits the window. 16,000 feet. Green light. LRASM off the rail. The jet jumps as 2,500 pounds drops away. 30 seconds later. Second missile away. Now it's out of his hands. Those missiles. They think for themselves. They hunt. Down at wave-top height, the LRASM schemes the water. 15 feet above the Gulf. It's not broadcasting. It's listening. Sorting through noise. Burning ships. Distress signals. Radar clutter. It ignores the chaos. Looks for something, alive. And it finds it. A quiet emitter. Steady. Disciplined. That fake carrier trying to disappear in the noise. Smart move. Didn't work. On board, the Iranian SAM operator sees something. Faint. Low. He tries to track. Sea clutter messes with him. Signal drops. Comes back. Drops again. He needs 8 seconds of clean track. He doesn't get it. He fires anyway. Missile streaks out. Perfect geometry. Should have been a kill. At the last second. The LRASM dips into a wave trough. Radar loses it. SAM detonates into empty water. $10 million, gone. Because of a wave. Back overhead, the wingman makes one last pass. Fuel is gone. This is it. One shot. He dives. No tracers at first. Then. They open up. From the front. He flies through it anyway. Kills the last drone. Barely pulls out. That jet is not happy anymore. But it's still flying. Up high, the lead takes the final drone with a long-range gun burst. Nothing gets through. The fleet is safe. For now. On the ship, the captain knows it's slipping away. He reaches for the launch panel. C-802's ready. All he needs. 3 seconds of radar. That's it. 3 seconds. He starts the sequence. Radar begins to warn. Launcher aligns. This is the moment. 4 seconds out. The first LRASM comes in low. Too low for radar. A gunner spots it visually. Just a blur over the water. He fires. Misses. Of course he misses. Impact. The missile punches through the forward section. Fuel. Drones. Everything stacked together. It ignites instantly. The ship lurches. Tilts. 5 degrees. 7. 9. The captain still holding the launch panel. But now the deck's off angle. Too steep. If he fires now, the missile slams into his own ship. Second LRASM hits amidships. Right at the waterline. That's it. Game over. The Gulf pours in. Fast. That carrier. It was never built for this. It was pretending. And now it's sinking. Up above, 2 Super Hornets limp away. One low on fuel. One beat up. Both alive. And the fleet? Still floating. Here's the thing. Iran almost pulled it off. Not with some high-end weapon. Not with stealth jets or hypersonics. With cheap drones. And patience. They nearly overwhelmed one of the most advanced naval defenses on the planet. By playing the long game. So the real question is. Next time. What happens when there are twice as many drones, and half as many missiles left to stop them?